Close your eyes and imagine the lights going out. Not the dim glow of a city, not a phone screen, not a distant street lamp. Real darkness. The kind so complete you cannot see your own hand an inch from your face. For your ancestors, this was not rare. It came every single night, for hundreds of thousands of years. And in that darkness, something was always watching. Today we will answer a simple question with a genuinely terrifying answer. Why were ancient humans so afraid of the dark? And why, even now, in your safe modern home, does a part of you still feel that fear too? Stay with me, because by the end, you will understand a piece of yourself older than language, older than farming, older than civilization itself. Let us start in the daylight. During the day, early humans were the kings of their world. With the sun above them, they could see for miles. They could read the land, track an animal, and notice a predator long before it got close. Our eyes and brains were tuned for the bright, open savanna. A human in daylight was confident, capable, and in control. But every evening, the sun slipped below the horizon, and as the light drained from the sky, the most dangerous hours of human existence began. Here is the cruel truth about the human body. Our eyes are built for daytime. We see in beautiful detail and full color when the sun is up, but we pay a heavy price. In low light, human vision collapses. Shapes blur, colors vanish, and in true darkness we are, for all practical purposes, blind. Now look at the creatures that hunted us. Lions, leopards, and hyenas are built for the night. Many have a special mirror-like layer behind their eyes that uses every scrap of light twice. That is why their eyes seem to glow in the dark. While we stumbled and squinted, they saw the world in crisp shades of gray. Night was not just their hunting time. Night was their kingdom. So every evening, the balance of power completely flipped. The strong, clever, dominant daytime human became a slow, half-blind, frighteningly easy meal. The same darkness that blinded us handed our predators a perfect cloak. They could circle a camp, close the distance, and choose their moment, all while remaining invisible. The dark did not merely feel dangerous to ancient humans. It genuinely was the single most dangerous condition they faced, night after night, for their entire lives. And the predators understood their advantage perfectly. Big cats and packs of hyenas learned to hunt at night precisely because their prey could not see them coming. A leopard could lie flat in the grass just a few feet away, utterly silent, and a human would never know until it was far too late. Snakes slid invisibly across the cooling ground. In the blackness, every sense became a desperate alarm. A snap of a twig, a low growl on the wind, a sudden rustle in the grass behind you. Any one of those tiny sounds could be the last thing you ever heard. And here is the part that should give you chills. That jolt you feel today when you hear an unexpected noise in a dark room is the exact same reflex. It is not weakness. It is the inherited alarm of 1,000 ancestors who heard a sound in the dark, reacted, and lived. So how did fragile, night-blind humans survive? They found one extraordinary weapon: fire. Fire was the single greatest invention in the entire war against the dark. A controlled flame carved out a small circle of daylight in the middle of the night. Inside that circle, humans could finally see threats and feel a flicker of safety. And the animals that hunted us were instinctively terrified of it. A wall of flame and smoke was a line most predators would not cross. But fire is a fragile safety. It must be fed and guarded, or rain and wind will kill it. So tending the fire became one of the most important jobs in human history. Someone had to stay awake and keep the flame alive, because everyone understood what would happen if it went out. If the fire died in the dead of night, the wall collapsed. The circle of light shrank to nothing, and the darkness, with everything hiding inside it, came rushing back in. Now think about the sky. Before electric light, the brightness of the night depended entirely on the moon. On a clear full moon night, the world glowed soft silver, and our ancestors could at least see shapes. But on a moonless or cloudy night, the darkness was absolute, and those were the deadliest nights of all. This may be why a bright full moon can still feel strangely comforting, while a pitch-black sky can make the hair on your neck stand up. Your brain is quietly reading the light and deciding how afraid to be. And when you cannot see, the rest of your senses surge. Your hearing sharpens, your nose wakes, your skin feels every shift in the air. Ancient humans around a dying fire were not relaxed. They were listening to the night with their entire body, ready to move at the first hint of danger. Over countless generations, all of this fear rewired the human mind. The humans who feared the dark stayed close to the fire, kept their guard up, and lived to see morning. The ones who felt no fear wandered into the night or slept carelessly in the open, and far too often were never seen again. Generation after generation, nature ran the same brutal experiment, and the fearful always survived while the fearless did not. So the survivors passed their fear down, all the way to you. That is why children everywhere, in every culture, are afraid of the dark without ever being taught. It is not a childish weakness. It is ancient survival software, still quietly running in the back of your mind. And evolution did something even stranger. In the dark, your brain cannot confirm what is real, so it learned to assume the worst. A shadow becomes a crouching predator. A shape becomes a monster. Think about it from evolution's cold view. If you run from a shape that was just a bush, you lose a few seconds. But if you ignore a shape that turns out to be a lion, you die, and your whole bloodline dies with you. So the brain learned a golden rule. When in doubt in the dark, assume the monster is real. Fear was always the safer bet. And here is the proof it lives in all of us. Almost every culture in history, separated by oceans and thousands of years, independently invented monsters that live in the dark. Demons of the night, spirits that come after sunset, creatures under the bed and in the closet. These are not really about magic. They are the shape our ancient fear takes when the brain imagines what waits in the places it cannot see. This fear even shaped how we sleep. Our ancestors rarely slept alone in the open. They slept in groups, in caves, against cliffs, anywhere defensible, and someone was almost always half awake, stirring at every sound. The lightest sleepers heard danger first and woke the others, so once again the nervous and jumpy survived the night, while the deepest sleepers often never woke at all. That wiring still haunts us. Why are so many nightmares about being chased or hunted in the dark? Your sleeping brain may still be rehearsing the oldest threat we ever faced. Even sleep paralysis, that terror of waking frozen while sensing something evil in the room, may be an echo of an ancient alarm, screaming that a predator is near while your body cannot move. So the next time you walk through a dark house and feel the urge to glance over your shoulder or hurry up the stairs, do not be embarrassed. It is a memory written into your nervous system by 10,000 generations who survived because they were afraid. Electric light is barely 150 years old. For millions of years before that, the dark was real, and so was everything in it. So respect that ancient chill. It is the same instinct that kept the first humans alive long enough to become you. Your brain is still standing guard beside a fire that went out 100,000 years ago. And if you think the dark was their only nightmare, wait until you discover what ancient humans believed happened after they died. Because that fear may be older still. I will see you in the next one.